everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs, and I have just about completed my regular expression builder program, and I figured I'd go ahead and do an update. I'll probably be releasing it either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I still have some work on the manual to get done, but to give you an example, if you noticed when I fired this up, I'll shut it down and do this again, it remembers your last thing that you played with. So this was my last regular expression. It also remembers whatever you were testing with, so you don't have to constantly keep pasting it in. Of course, if you change, it'll change. So and I want to point out that these guys in yellow are all RTF boxes. They're edit gadgets, so you have the ability to hold the control and roll your mouse wheel and zoom the text to any size you like. And let's see. Let's go back to the creator, and I will get rid of all of this because I want to kind of point some pieces out. I've been documenting these in the manual. You can paste in by simply double clicking any syntax you like. It knows that if we're highlighted something and I paste something in, it does a RTF replace. And for right now, what I want to do is let's grab we want to start with a pound sign, but pound sign is a reserved character, so we have to escape pound sign if we want it to actually look for a pound sign. And let's see, we need A to Z, or 0 to 9. That's per character that you're looking at. So if you want to make that any number of those characters, then, shifted 8. We put a star on that so that it says any number, one or more characters that are in this list, and it starts with a pound sign. So now we jump over to the test, and this should find pound gadget, PB regular expression, that sort of thing, and it looks right. But if I test, it didn't really grab what I wanted it to, did it? It only grabbed up until, oh, you know what? We left off the underscore. So let's go ahead and add an underscore in our list, and then we can retest. And now we have 16 matches, and we have the ability to list the matches out here that he found. So this is the text that it actually mapped to look at it outside of the syntax. But if you want to see it inside the syntax, you can come down here and it highlights in blue everything he's matched to. So if we were just after pound PB, then we would want to do pound PB rerun, and now we're down to everything that's, pound PB. So if you wanted pound gadget, this will retrieve all of the gadget values, the numerators for all the various gadgets. So that's how this thing works, and you can grab this and go run with it. I do not have replace running right now because that changes your data, and my thought is that you're really trying to test this guy. It's exceedingly rare for a replace to be regular expression based. what we would want to do is change this to, say, gadget, and then force everything to be just a single gadget or a single value. And that would then change everything we have down below. So, and like I said, it remembers your last thing, so you shut it down and, whoops, you come back. He still remembers what it was that we had. And you can jump over to test, and he remembers all of this. I want to refresh that because I want to make sure it doesn't save the color. I think it's saving the color on us. So I'll tweak that as well. I kind of use these videos to show people and also to do a full through of what I'm doing and saying, okay, so we paste that in, we hit test, we have 14 matches, and that looks good. If I come up here and say PB and say test, we have 10. Yeah, see, he's keeping the previous pound gadget and adding in the PB, pound PB regular expression stuff. All right, so I'll get that tweaked in before I release this. Configuring, if you find that you use some code that's not in all of these in here, then all you need to do is come over to configure regular expressions. You have all the qualifiers, anchors, the various pieces, and you can come in and modify the description. You can change them up however you like. So then that would repaint this box on the next boot, and you'll be, you got all the commands you possibly want. Saved regex. I threw some in here so you can do a look at float value with a leading sign, or maybe you want to play with an IP address. Well, I looked these up on the internet. Oh, that should say. Okay. So we have phone numbers, and this guy here will pick up just about every. Yeah, I had a bug earlier, and it was I was loading this field, not this field. So I'm gonna go through and put all these in. This is okay. So this picks up everything from world phone numbers with like a plus 11, plus 1, and then the standard 10-digit, and that can be a standalone 3-3-4 or paren 3 close paren space 3-4. It handles all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, and if you have one that you like and say, okay, I want to go ahead and say this brings back pure basic enumerators, well, we can say this is PB enums, and this we could probably, I put a description, so if you want to get fancier, you can get fancier, and so then you can save it. Oh, and look, that was my first save. Looks like I got a bug here I got to get fixed too. Okay, so again, that's what this whole video is about, is testing and making sure things are working. So that is what's going on with this. And another feature is testing the syntax. This will return a syntax-related answer. So if we came up here and let's put a range in, and let's say 0-9, that should be invalid. So yes, range out of order in character class. So there you go. It's telling you what it is that's wrong. So that pretty much sums it up. The help is where I've got the most work still to do. I've got most of a lot. Well, I got a lot in on the main screen. I just this morning finished the code on the testing side, so I got to get that documented, and then I will release the product. But there is the product itself in all its glory as of this second in time. And I want to thank y'all for watching.